Hey guys, welcome back to Tarot by Cherie. How are my beloveds doing today? All right, let's get started right away and see what Spirit has for us today. All right, nice. Starting out with the Ace of Cups. Okay, bringing in balance for my aquas. Bringing in lots of balance here. And I'm seeing something celebratory coming in, guys. So something very positive is moving. It's already in the pipeline. So you can expect something really good to show up very soon. Let's see if we can get a timeline. Find out what it is. That would even be better. All right. Ace of Wands. So something, again, something is... I'm seeing stuckness and a setback here. And at the same time, it's because you're sitting on the fence, guys. Some of you are sitting on the fence not making a decision that needed to be made a long time ago, all right? So do not ignore this, okay? Whatever you do, don't ignore this because it's going to turn into a shit show if you do, all right? As soon as you make the decision, all of this is going to go away. The decision that needs to be made. This is going to take you out of your comfort zone, thus the reason why you don't want to make the decision. But afterwards, it's going to bring such personal growth in for you. A lot of growth is going to come from this. Also, a lesson or a teaching is going to come from this. All right, this is something, again, in your life that has been dragging on, that is causing all these different emotions in you. Third dimensional type emotions, defensiveness, stuckness, brokenheartedness, or some kind of loss or setback. Okay? And this is you getting in your own way. Forgive me for saying it so bluntly, guys. Okay? This isn't for all now. This is for those of you who it resonates with. Okay, remember guys, this is a public reading. It's not meant for everyone. We all don't have the same situations every single day. They differ, but if you want me to hone into your specific energy or you want to see what services I provide, you can click on the description below the video and the more button. All right, guys, I'm seeing an ending. Somebody's working on this ending with a partner, a partnership or a partner. This is what needs to be done to bring in your own sanity, I want to say. You need to move away from this partner of yours. So this is for somebody who's not being treated well, okay? And if this is you, please comment below the video. You know who you are. You're not, the person that is with you is talking down to you, making you second guess yourself, making you just not feel good about who you actually really are. And you are someone who's getting ready to come into your authenticity. You know, with this person, if you did completely come into your authentic self and speak your mind, that this person would have a field day and be all over you. So you kind of cow down to them. This is going to be a momentous time in your life when you separate from this partner, okay? I'm also seeing new love for you here, okay? So this is what's to follow if you follow your destiny by making this decision that needs to be made, all right? I'm seeing love, not just any love though. I'm seeing that this one is going to be a victory for you, all right? It's also something that you're going to be using your intuition on, very much so. I feel like you're going to understand while using your intuition that this is a person that is not only drawn to you in a very powerful way, but you're going to feel the same way about that person, okay? So this is going to be a very powerful, I keep hearing powerful connection. It's going to be a very powerful connection. Also, we have the Seven of Wands. This is you finally coming into your authentic self, and you're going to be able to do that when this person comes in. They will totally accept you for who you are. They're going to accept you for, you know, how you present yourself, or I shouldn't say that, like the little things that worry you, like, you know, the first time this person sees me without makeup, or the first time this person sees me in sweatpants or shorts, or, you know, are they going to still want to be with me? That kind of feelings, you know, when we look schleppy, you know, are they still gonna want to be around us and find us sexy? And the answer is an absolute yes. That is why they're showing this particular layout with you coming into your authentic self and this lover being a complete victory for you, because they are going to accept you and have you and take you with all of your quirks, all of your beauty, all of your good aspects and qualities, as well as the bad, okay? And this is going to be a fantastic justice for you. All right, so a lot of you are due for this. A lot of you have never experienced a relationship where you're vibrating on the same level and you're attuned to one another, okay? This is going to be something very different and very awesome. All right, I'm seeing someone is not looking in the right. Someone's looking away. Like, don't ignore things, guys. I keep seeing you ignoring things and making them worse because you're looking the other way. I'm seeing something. It's going to sneak up on you. It's going to be some kind of a burden, okay? And this is going to be actually a lost opportunity because you weren't paying attention, and it's going to be a financial one that you're going to regret. You're going to regret. You're just looking the other way, and you know, this to me feels like, guys, it's very third dimensional, okay? I'm not saying you're third dimensional. I'm saying that this way of thinking, like not being like looking the other way and overlooking beautiful things that are coming right past you, right, whizzing past you. You're overlooking these things. You're very smart. You're very tuned in. You're very and you're very strong. So you guys should be tuned into these things. Don't be walking around mindless. Like, you know how we talk about how we get in the car after work and turn the radio on, then we go home and put the TV on, and we put the music on, or we scroll through our phone, and we're always distracted. We don't think anymore. You know, when you don't use your brain and your brain cells, I think they kind of go to sleep on us, right? So we're just moving through life. All right, don't be someone moving through life, going through the steps, okay? Be conscious of what you're doing. Be in the moment, every moment, and take quiet time always to think about where you want to be in life and what you're doing. Is everything serving you for your betterment? And if not, what changes are you going to make? All right, I'm seeing this opportunity here for my singles. All right, and some of you are feeling very alone and upset right now. All right, because you're wishing that you would meet somebody who would finally, you know, fit into that person that you always fantasize about, who's going to treat you well, who will accept you, you know, treating them well, who will really like you for who you are and want to spend time with you. I'm seeing a very strong connection again with this person here. I'm seeing that this is for my singles now. Very strong connection coming in. This is an opportunity, all right, for my singles. So this connection, again, I'm seeing a lot about love in this reading, guys. Get ready to meet someone if you're single and you're feeling alone and you're open. You want love in your life and you've been thinking about it. All right. Some of you are just tired of being alone. I have the Hermit card here. So you're actually manifesting in what you want. Okay. And wait till you see how fast this is going to come in. Wait till you see how great of a manifester you are and how these gifts of yours work, how quickly they work, okay? Because you're starting to feel yourselves. You're starting to feel your gifts, see your gifts, and use your gifts and acknowledge them. And because you're acknowledging them now, you're starting to see them more clearly. You're starting to see things from the corner of your eye. You're starting to, you know, realize, hey, I just thought about that person and they're texting me minutes later or seconds later. Or I was just thinking about so-and-so and I bumped into them in the store. All right. So I see that you're kind of moving away from, you know, the stuckness from the third D. Okay. So definitely feeling like you guys are, you know, stepping into the fourth. Some of you stepping into the fifth. I'm catching glimmers of the fifth, guys. Matter of fact, a new symptom, if you will. If you guys wait till the end of the reading, we'll talk about the symptoms of raising your frequency. How do you feel when that happens? How to do it, and the changes that are coming over us from the solar flares and the Schumann resonance energies coming in that are off the charts. Okay, this is a spiritual matter. It's done purposely through spirit to raise our frequency so that our frequency will match the frequency in 5D. Okay, so moving back to the reading, I'm seeing one of my beautiful feminines. There is a masculine who's completely absorbed with you and doesn't stop thinking about you, very focused on you. All right, I feel like when you see this person, there's some kind of judgment, like there's something about him that you're like, okay. And there's another masculine over here that you're focused on who looks to be very romantic and very loving and giving. This one that is spooking you, I think what you're picking up on is energy of intellectual, just somebody very smart. So, you know, we've always heard that smart people are, I'll use the word quirky again, right? They can be quirky. They can have, seem a little different, okay? Something you're not used to. But let me tell you something. This person is going to rock your socks off if you give him a chance, okay? So try not to judge. Try not to judge a book by its cover, as the saying goes. All right, moving forward. This is somebody that you've known for maybe most of your life, guys. It's time to connect with this person. You haven't seen them or talked about them or talked to them, I should say, in a long time. This person was a very important person in your life when you were growing up, and there's something you need to do. You need to connect with this person, whether it's through social media or they might be connecting with you very soon. And if this has already happened, please comment below the video. But there is some form of completion. I feel like you both have known each other from another lifetime, and there's something you're here to do together, not necessarily fall in love or anything, but definitely known each other a long time. Maybe even have come from the stars together, a different place, and you're here now today to connect and do something. Okay, all right. Wow, okay, this looks very interesting. Again, you're going to be hearing from this person. You're going to be hearing from this person, okay? Now, there's something here that it looks like, yeah, there's something about the past, something unknown. You don't remember. You don't remember, Aquarius, but something happened and this person helped you or saved you or protected you in another life. All right, same person I just talked about. They're going to be messaging you, okay? Again, there's something that this person needs to say to you or vice versa so that they can move on, so you can move forward. There's some kind of, yeah, there's something unknown. So, yeah, you're going to see this connection. You're going to hear it from this person. Okay, and again, if this has already happened, please comment below the video. Here I'm seeing somebody's going through some kind of tower moment. You're at the end of it now. It's over. You're at the very end, and I'm seeing a whole new start for you. That's going to be magical. All right, this person, you've been very patient. You've gone through the mill. All right, and you've been very patient, waiting for something good to come in, waiting for your luck to change, waiting. I'm seeing a break here from a lot of positivity. So you might feel like, you know, you've had a raw deal. You've gone through hardship after hardship. Things have been a struggle for you for most of your life. Expect a change. Expect something good to come in. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune. This is karmic, so you're due. This is, your life is going to take a 180 and you're due for this. All right. They see that you've gone through such hardships and you've been very patient. I'm seeing that, yeah, you're at your wit's end. You're right at that point where this is coming like just in time. This is just in time for you. All right. There's some kind of, somebody is, has this illusion that, it's not really an illusion. You're feeling stuck about your wealth, it looks like, your job. You're at a really good job, though. You're at a really good job. I'm seeing your supervisor is very giving. He's given you maybe a raise already, maybe a bonus. And, you know, he's thinking about maybe doing it again in the near future. I'm seeing something here, though, that has you feeling stuck about your money. All right. And I feel like at the same time, it's you holding yourself back. So I don't know what this means to everybody. Those of you who resonate with this, maybe you were offered a different position in the same company you work for that you turned down. Somehow in this, you're holding yourself back, and all you have to do is untie that ankle and walk away. And there's good news around your money and your whole career. Your career is getting ready to take off, and somehow, some way, you're holding yourself back. All right, let's continue. I'm seeing something here, something underhanded. I'm seeing there's a group of people, more than one person, that is doing something they shouldn't be doing. And you're catching on to this. You're getting total clarity on this. They're actually talking about you behind your back because you are killing it financially. They're jealous. They're jealous and they're holding on. They laugh like behind your back and snicker and talk about you for no other reason except that they somehow know how much money you're making, or in that, you know, in the area of how much money you're making, and they can't stand it. They're holding on to this hate and anger that it's you. And these kind of people have to go. But just know that you might be feeling this in the workplace, guys. And if this is you, please comment, okay? I am also seeing very clear clarity on this. So you guys know, those of you who are going through this, you're already knowing. And I'm seeing chaos coming in, and a lot of different people. All right, this is for somebody who is dealing with a lot of personalities right now, a lot of different people in your life, and it just feels so chaotic, and you're at the point where you're feeling really bad inside. I'm feeling your emotions, and you don't know how to get yourself out of this, how to remove yourself. You're so upset and you feel so terrible that you can't even get the clarity or the thought, the mindset to pull yourself away or out, or, you know, so you're needing a little guidance. And for those of you who are resonating with this, I can tell you just to separate from these people. If these people are at your job, start looking for another job, okay? You might be shocked and surprised to find out that there is a even better job where you'll be happier and even make more money. But I can tell you this, if you're making $1 less, so be it. You'll be happier. Just, you know, make sure when you go on your interviews, you try to line up 3 at a time. Go to every single one, even if the first one sounds marvelous, okay? Go to them all, and then you can pick and choose. And you can also say, I haven't decided if I'm definitely leaving. Don't call my boss. That is your right, okay? And they will not call your boss, but they also know that they're negotiating to get you over to their company if they want you. So they know they have to offer you more money to get you there, right? Because you're not in a hurry to leave. You haven't been fired. You're not jobless. And you can, you know, don't tell them you're not happy where you are. That would be a mistake. All right, but I am seeing a lot of chaos around your place of work, your place of business. All right, now I'm seeing something beautiful coming in fast for every single one of my Aquariuses. You're all going to be touched by something very positive next week. I'm seeing happy happier times coming in. I'm seeing doors opening, doors of happiness and joy. Not just one though. I'm seeing many doors and windows opening up for you in all kinds of positive, joyous ways, surprising things coming in that are going to shock and surprise you. All right, good stuff regarding everything you ever wanted. Things are going to start, you're going to start seeing them rolling in next week. It might be one or two things at first, and it might come in and then eventually snowball. It might start out a little slow, but no, the cards are saying it's going to come in fast and it's going to come in all at once. Okay, and this is stuff that you've been wanting and waiting for. This is about your soul, your heart, your happiness. You know, the things that truly make you happy in life and make you feel safe and secure. Okay, I'm seeing a very happy relationship for those of you who are single. That person is coming in, all right, very fast, very quickly. Possible marriage here for a lot of you. And if you're married, guys, I'm still seeing happiness for you. I'm still seeing things falling into place. So even those of you who are in relationships and maybe you're not feeling like you're in a happy relationship anymore, things are starting to change. Maybe you've noticed, but maybe you're not going to really notice until I mention it today, right here, right now. And then you might think about it and notice. But things might seem to be getting a little bit better, going a little easier, softer in your relationship, not bumping heads as much, not having as many arguments. You might be noticing that things between you are starting to lighten up and flow a little easier, a little better. Okay? So guys, if you're still with me, don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if you've become unsubscribed, guys. I ask you to please take a moment and resubscribe. It helps me tremendously. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.